You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
I farted.
Oh, thanks, Vaughn. That's really great.
No, not now, but like
No, when you
couple
say
minutes ago.
when you say half-hearted, it kind of like sounds like you're saying I farted.
oh yeah,
Half-hearted.
I farted.
I'm sorry, half-hearted.
It was bad though.
It was not a good. It was
It was a Taco Bell.
We had to take
laced
we just had to
fart.
take a break from the room for a second.
Yep.
This
We had to
room,
light a candle.
This is a pretty stuffy room. Like if you like bring food in this room or you know bring people in this room, like it will get hot and any scent will like linger. There's
This scent lingers.
there's not a lot of ventilation in this room, so we had to burn some stuff and we got a candle going now. It's really nice actually.
It is. This is nice.
All right, Vaughn, I got a good story for you.
Tell us.
So I used
Share it with the people.
yeah, I used to live at this apartment building.
Okay.
And the way it was laid out is that there were 2 elevators on either end of the building. Right? No, there was 3.
This dude.
Oh, he's so annoying. God, these enemies in this dungeon are so dumb. They just dodge and parry. They don't even fight. Bunch of wusses. Cowards. Bunch of yellow-bellied tuna fish. So at both ends of this building, there were like the trash rooms. Where you had to like take all of your... Finally, full abs. You had to take all of your... you had to take all of your recycling and stuff down there.
Garbage.
Yeah. Well, not your regular garbage. Your regular garbage, there was a thing at the end of your
Outside.
hallway where you
Oh,
could
wow.
just like drop it and it would fall down there.
Okay.
But
big
people...
stuff?
Yeah, but if you had big stuff to throw away or
Yeah.
if you had recycling, you had to take it down to the to
okay.
the ground floor and put it in one of these trash rooms.
And you weren't on the ground floor.
And no, I was not. And one of the things that people would do is when they threw away like a big piece of furniture or something, they would have to take it down there.
Yeah.
And so we would just go down there every once in a while because sometimes people would throw away like pretty cool stuff. And, you know, we were broke and in college and sometimes stuff was useful.
Yeah.
Like one time we went down there and this guy found some like pretty decent speakers that were like kind of rare, but they were broken, but he knew how to fix them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so he took them. That kind of thing. Well, one time we went down there and there was a couch. And I was like, "Oh man, we like kind of need a couch right now
Yeah.
because
it was in decent shape.
it was
like
it was not too
soiled.
yeah, it looked pretty good, and like I was checking it out, and I like told my roommate about it, and he was like, "All right, let's go look at it." And I had just had this guy break my futon that used to be our couch, and I was pretty mad about that. So we were kind of thinking that we're probably gonna take this thing, and so we went back down there, and he's like, "All right, let's check it out," and we lifted up the cushions.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know why we felt the need to lift up the cushions, but we lifted up the cushions.
It's probably a good thing to do before you take a couch.
We lifted up the cushions, and I'm not kidding you. The couch was filled with gay porn. Like
physical gay porn? Like
physical,
magazines or
like there had to be 50 magazines. And it was all male homosexual porn. Like dudes in like construction belts and like and it was just the most jarring and unexpected thing I could have possibly imagined for what could have happened there. It was
there was someone to experience with it too. Like
yes,
they were there
me,
with you.
Yeah.
So, okay,
and then
that makes it even better.
and then after we found it, we like went and got everybody we knew in the building.
Okay.
To like be like, you gotta come see this.
And left it as a surprise one day.
Yeah, you gotta come see this couch. And it was fantastic. And then finally it was gone. But I think somebody else that we brought over there ended up being like, wow, this is a nice couch.
Yeah.
And we ended up throwing all the gay porn into the dumpster and then they took the couch instead of us.
That is.
We were like, nah, man, you can have it.
That's funny.
It was so weird. It was so weird. But it was good. It was good stuff.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Not what you would expect at all.
No. Not even close. Oh, we have enough plant. That's great.
Also, yeah, I was gonna say. So I stand corrected. There's one other comic that I like,
Okay.
and that was the Bionicle comics.
Oh,
I read a
nice.
lot of.
I didn't know there was a Bionicle comic.
It was really cool, actually.
Yeah.
It definitely made owning the Bionicles a lot cooler.
Okay.
Because there's like a story behind them. They had names. There was like a plot.
I remember like wishing there was a TV show.
Yeah.
And there
eventually
wasn't.
was.
There was?
There eventually was. I don't.
But not right away.
And like a movie. There's
Yeah,
eventually a
I remember
movie.
there was movies and they came on little GameCube discs.
Maybe it wasn't a show. Maybe it was just several movies.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Anyways.
the comics were really cool.
Yeah.
And I remember getting to a point where like I got to a certain point, and then like I was at the age where I could tell it was starting to get not as good.
Right.
But yeah, it was those. I liked those comics a lot too. So I have to correct the record. I did read some comics.
Have you ever read a manga at all?
No.
Just comics?
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty much the same thing.
Well, but in more of like a long book format, yeah.
Well, yeah, mangas
like
mangas come in volumes, so there's like chapters.
Yeah.
You know, it's longer than an issue of a comic, but it's the same format.
There's some that I'm interested in,
Okay.
but mostly because they are associated with things that I already like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's
So-
that's probably the way most people got into manga.
Which I mean, that's kind of like I already owned Bionicles. That's why I read Bionicle comics. 'Cause
Yeah.
I liked Star Wars already, so I read some
Yeah.
Star Wars comics.
Yeah.
I guess 999 is probably the closest thing, because that's kind of like a visual novel.
It could be a comic, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't have the choices.
Right, yeah. It's like an interactive
Yeah.
visual novel sort of thing.
Well, if you ever want to read the Pokemon manga,
oh,
I
I
have.
didn't know that was a thing.
I have it. It's really good. Pokemon Adventures is what it's called. I have the first, what is it, 2 volumes? Yeah.
Down here.
Down, very bottom. So yeah, I have
Oh, that's a lot.
I have what goes all the way through Gold and Silver, essentially.
Oh,
And-
it was for each game.
Well, like,
A little more for each game.
well, it just like, you know, made during those generations of Pokemon.
Okay, I see. It looks like there's about 7 for first gen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think there's another 7 for Gold and Silver, or maybe 8. And then the other 2 that I have are the Heart Gold, Soul Silver volumes. I need to get the Fire Red, Leaf Green ones. Yeah, I got those ones because they came later when those games were current. Basically, every time a new game comes out, they make a new volume,
That's cool.
a new series. But yeah, it's really cool. Like, there's a character named after each version. Holy crap, that was close. And they have personalities, and it came before the TV show.
Oh, like it's like a human character.
Right.
Like a trainer.
So like there's a character named Red, there's a character named Blue, there's a character named Green. And there's a character named Yellow. In the first volumes, and then there's a character named Gold, character named Silver, character named Crystal, etc. And
Sapphire, Ruby,
it's really good.
like that.
Yeah, I haven't read any of the Ruby Sapphire ones. That's where I stopped.
I wonder what to do with X and Y.
I'm pretty sure their names are X and Y.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They change. Oh, God damn it! These
man.
guys suck. Don't
We
worry.
have stand-in powders
I got
now.
stand-ins, but still super dumb.
Dungeons is kind of wrecking us.
Dude, I know. It's like I don't know if our defense is low or what, but Cookie can't touch Atla. I'm going to use the revival powder because I don't want to come back to this floor. I'd rather just spend the money. Near death. How about now?
Less near death.
Loops came around. He's been convinced.
We convinced him to get up. He
Yeah.
was like on the ground, kind of like crying.
Okay.
Stubbed his toe,
Yeah.
and then we convinced him to.
Oh man, have you ever stubbed your toe like intensely?
Yes.
I stubbed my toe so hard once that I think I broke it.
Really.
Yeah, it was my pinky toe. I was
I thought I had that. I thought that recently.
like I don't
Not
know
recently,
I don't know for
once.
sure if I broke it or not because
Yeah.
I didn't go to the doctor. But like I wore a splint and no shoe for like
wow.
many weeks.
Holy cow! I've never had it that bad.
And like it doesn't move anymore. Like if I flex my toes like this, like I make a fist with my toes,
Yeah.
the pinky one just doesn't move.
Oh,
So
interesting. Which foot?
it's my left foot. I was downstairs in my house at night, coming out of the dining room into the living room, and there was
Where I stubbed my toe a lot is downstairs.
and there was a huge china cabinet, and I was running like fast for some reason in the dark at night, and and just my pinky toe hit the edge of this china cabinet, and I went to the ground. I just laid.
It's like temporarily crippling.
It sucked too because I couldn't like scream because everyone was asleep. So if I would have been like they would have thought I was being like murdered and freaked out. So I was like being conscientious. So I was just like, like, and that made it that much worse, I think.
Have you ever like?
What is that? What? Rotten fish. When did I get that, and why do I have it?
I don't remember picking that up.
What could I possibly use that for? Is that like a battle item that I throw at people? I couldn't imagine it doing more than like 2 damage.
Maybe it's like a gag item.
It's okay. I keep forgetting to heal my thirst.
Have you ever like hit like right here underneath your elbow, like
The funny
on
bone?
something? Yeah.
Then like pinch that nerve? Oh,
Where it's,
absolutely.
it was like just the other day I hit it on something at work, like metal, and it just like hit just like I was turning really fast and it hit like just the right spot, and I was
the worst.
like my arm was like out of commission for like the rest of the day.
Dude, these pizza burps are messing with my brain.
Yeah, getting tricked.
Tomorrow on The Boys, we're gonna bust out some snacks for you.
72 spooky LU.